So we're into day 2 of surgeries now, and you'll see behind me is the albergue. It's the shelter where the families stay this week. What's cool is that they all arrived on Friday, and the medical clinic screened them, and then we came in on Saturday and did another screening, and then surgeries were scheduled from Sunday through Thursday of this week, so 5 days. And they live here, the children and their families, the whole time, and they feed them, and they have beds, and so it's a cool thing. And once surgery is done, then they can leave to go back to their hometowns. Yesterday was a long day, tough day of surgeries, 8 surgeries altogether, but the final medical staff arrived last night back at the house at about 10 p.m. So from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. It was a long, tough day, and I know today is starting off long again. First surgery this morning was a palate surgery, and I know it was tough. I was in there watching some of it and just the struggles the surgeons were having, and so these guys are working long, hard hours, and I know that the anesthesiologists, they probably have some of the toughest jobs here. When these kids come out of surgery and are recovering, it's just tough to watch, and I know that they really have one of the toughest jobs here. So got today, 3 more days of surgery, about 40 altogether, and we're already having a good week. Dr. Henry and his staff in the operating room, and we've got Candy Beatrice here, a pretty 7-year-old girl who I think you're going to be impressed with the results after this case is done. I'm excited to show it to you, and we'll let you see the progress.
I thought it less like a lake and more like a moat. The crossing flatlands to your door have been silenced forevermore.
I'm here in the ward, and it's the morning after of Candy's surgery, and you can see her there right behind me on the bed, but I wanted to show you the surgery this morning because the result is so amazing. I mean, there's some swelling around the stitches, but in the end, this scar will barely be noticeable, and this 7-year-old girl will have an amazing opportunity on life again. So let's go check this out.
I need you so much closer.
That about wraps it up. I'm packed up here and we're getting ready to leave Guatemala after a very overwhelming week. But I'll tell you, I'm ready to go home. One of the interesting things that came out of this week that I heard about and wanted to share with you was, a lot of these kids that we helped are not Spanish speaking. They're Mayan dialect, they're indigenous people, and so very few of them spoke Spanish at all. So we would go from English to Spanish to the Mayan or the Quechua dialect, and so it was a process of translation. But one of these families referred to Byron as a shaman or a medicine man, a healer. And it made me think, because in traditional cultures like this, the healer is a very central, vital role, but how in Western society we've lost track of that, we've disconnected with it, it's just no longer necessary. And but this team plays a role of a healer here. And of course, the surgeries we do follow modern laws of medicine, but man, when it comes off, it looks like pure magic sometimes. And so we need more of these modern day shamans to bring these modern technologies into the world to help people who need it. One last thought before I shut it down here. Byron shared this at the beginning of the week, but he said, if the earth were a snow globe and we took it and shook it up and put it back on the table, how many of us would be in different situations? how many of us would be in the same spot that these children and these families are in. And so we feel compelled to give back. To whom much is given, much is required, and that's how we feel about it. So help us partner with organizations like this to make a difference in the lives of children all around the world.